Hello everyone, this is Daily Kingdom Hearts 4 News here, bringing you a bonus video for today. Alright, let's be honest. This is not a good year to be a Kingdom Hearts fan. Having Missing Link cancel was an actual tragedy. And it was realistically the only thing Kingdom Hearts fans were looking forward to this year. And ever since that has been gone, it's just been basically radio silence. When you compare Kingdom Hearts to even other series by Square Enix, it's actually baffling how little we've gotten. Even Dragon Quest. They're getting multiple remakes of their games during this time period that we're still waiting for Dragon Quest 12. Kingdom Hearts needs like some sort of dub or something. Or just anything at this point. So what if there was a 3.5 collection? Similar to how they have done previous collections in the past. Why a collection, you might be asking? Well, it would serve two purposes. One, something to actually hold longtime fans for until the release of KH4. And two, a good way to actually have all the lore into one collection so people that aren't lost going into KH4. As a lot of the plot and like stuff like Missing Link is actually going to be important for this game. It's important to actually like preserve that and have some sort of playable way that people can actually experience the story through. There's also technically the purpose of these collections to actually port games over to new consoles, but due to both of the main games I'm going to be mentioning today already having a PS4 version, it would realistically just be a 9th generation console upgrade. Also, some of these games just don't exist yet, or are just not games at all. This collection is going to be divided into 6 different games. Yes, you heard it right, 6 games. 2 of these games are existing ports of previous titles, 2 of these games are going to be watchable movies, and finally, 2 of these games are going to be completely new experiences. Don't worry, this will all make sense by the end, but the reason why I chose 6 is that, well, I think the number is just nicer, and we at least need 5, in my opinion. So why not make it 6 just for fun? So it's also the length of a 1.5 and 2.5 collection. Let's just get started. And yes, but how will be just like this, not 3.5 Remind Final Mix, not 3.5 Final Mix plus Remind. I'm calling it now, the title of this game is going to be 3.5 Remind plus Final Mix. So normally for Final Mix game, it will have a lot of improvements to the whole game as a whole, sometimes visual, other times gameplay, primarily gameplay, but Remind kind of already has a lot of the gameplay stuff, including stuff like data battles and secret boss fights. So what would the Final Mix version add for KH3? So what I'm personally thinking is for the Final Mix for KH3, it can be graphically. So a lot of the textures will look better, it'll load in faster, the game will just look a lot better. For all I care, they can recolor all the enemies in the game, similar to how they've done with previous titles like KH1. The gamers recently covered what a Kingdom Hearts 3 Final Mix could potentially be, and I really like the video in the mod pack he made. So go check out that video, it's pretty cool. My idea would be very similar, but like I mentioned, not many new gameplay upgrades other than maybe like adjusting level progression, battle intelligence for party members, stuff like that. No new rules or anything. Okay, maybe Quadratum just for fun, but literally just nothing major. Okay, finally a good title this time. But anyways, Melody Memory would be like the opposite of what Final Mix is doing for 3.5, and instead of adding more graphical components, it's going to be adding a lot more gameplay related elements. Let's get to the chase. I want Melody Memory to have around 200 songs, so around a number of 50 songs or so from across the series. This sounds like a lot, but considering all the new stuff I'm going to be talking about later on in the video, it's not that unlikely. Also, they can pull a lot from free, like a lot from free. There's a lot they're missing from free. Also, I'm going to add 2 more playable teams for fun. The first team is Team Nort, with Ansem, Xemnas, and young Xehanort. And the second team will be revealed later. Just trust me on this one. Okay, now time to talk about the 2 movie games. This is exactly what it sounds like. The back cover version of Dark Road. This will essentially just cover everything new players need to know about what Dark Road is before entering Kingdom Hearts 4. It serves the same purpose to what back cover did for going into KH3. It's unclear how important Dark Road will serve to a plot of KH4, speaking in a general sense. However, it is important for the general lore, and we might as well have it here, because why not? What is more important though is get it? Rechained. I'm on a roll today. Okay, listen. While Dark Road is important, Missing Link is extremely important. And I highly doubt they're going to rework all of the story of KH4 just because Missing Link is cancelled. So a lot of things are going to need to be explained somehow. So this is the best way it could possibly happen. It's going to be similar to back cover once again, but it will have all the main cutscenes and go over the main plot points Missing Link would have gone over released properly, which will hopefully explain a lot going into KH4. Okay, 4 games down, 2 more to go. Yes, I know 2 of these aren't technically games, but you get the idea. So what are the 2 new parts going to be added to this collection? Well, yep, I won a Verum Rex game. There's a lot of talk online about what Verum Rex is supposed to be, whether an alternate reality of FF Versus routine or its own separate thing. I still think Nomura wants to tell a story regarding Verum Rex, so I think it should have a small game the size of Birth by Sleep 0.2 or slightly larger. Enough to actually show like the concepts of the story and give longtime fans like this actual game. Obviously this is wishful thinking, but I do think something like this can happen, especially if Verum Rex is really important to the story of Kingdom Hearts 4. It would serve as a good prequel game going into the mainline game, and it would just be a cool, fun experience. I really do think that would be good. Also, do you remember how I mentioned the Melody Memory teams earlier? Yeah. The other team is going to be the trio from here, which will be presented with Yozora, Magia, and Aegis. I think it would be pretty cool. Finally, the last game. This one was a tough pick, and I wanted to choose between 2 things, but I ended up choosing... Get it? Because we are recounting the days again, like how you were counting the days and 300. Okay, look, I like puns, alright? I like puns. I think it'd be cool. But anyways, I picked Days Overcoded as well. While Days may suffer from a lot of gameplay issues, Recoded suffers from a lot of the story issues, or is worse off because of that. I know more Days fans compared to Coded fans. Even then, the gameplay is fixable in something like Days. I don't think we can really fix the story of Coded, despite the gameplay being what is generally perceived as better, which is fair, and I get that. So, Days is actually going to be more of a remake rather than a remaster. It will still have all the same story beats, but it'll graphically look nicer and it will play better. Also, another reason this swung me over, man, is, well, in the latest regular path video, the Roxas vs. Xion boss fight came in 4th. Out of all the best boss fights in Kingdom Hearts, the Roxas vs. Xion fight is the 4th best in the entire series. This beats out boss fights like Lingering Will in Kingdom Hearts 2 and Yozora in Kingdom Hearts 3. Just impressive, really. There's a fan base here that probably really wants something like this. I think it would be perfect last addition to this collection. To conclude, here's all the 6 games that would be added to the collection. It would cost $70 US, as that's what most Square Enix games are priced nowadays. But I still think it would be worth it due to all the value you get out of this. And will definitely hold people over till Kingdom Hearts 4. But what do you think? Do you like my ideas, or would you ever have something else that would be better for the collection? Let me know in the comments section down below. Also, I usually don't self-promote, but if you're new around here and want more daily Kingdom Hearts news, feel free to subscribe, as that's exactly what I'm trying to do around here. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.